Chosen one, God's riches is finding you right now. A big triumph. You've been marked for an occasion like this. The season has come when the searchlight of heaven is focused on you, not by chance or accident, but with heavenly accuracy. You're not forgotten. You are not neglected. And it doesn't matter how long you waited, suffered, or questioned. If it ever happens to you, this is your opportunity to be discovered. God's riches is actively finding you right now. You have received a financial miracle that is unaffected by the world's systems. Something extraordinary is taking place on your behalf, and your life is going to be radically transformed by success, favor, and wealth imprinted with heaven's fingerprints. The chosen one. This video is for you. You felt the change. You have a strong feeling that something huge is about to happen. You have been holding on, praying, envisioning, declaring, waiting, and now the stars are aligning with your destiny. This is a chapter on making desires come true and activating the cosmos to your advantage. So remain with us until the finish of the movie and allow your soul to completely interact with this supernatural affirmation. Type your best wishes and 777 in the comments to ground your energy in this strong wave of creation. Let us make this a time of alignment, harmony, and trust, because something special is being unleashed by being here right now. I choose one like this video. If you have not already done so, subscribe to the channel. Let we begin. This is not just any kind of money. This is neither a transitory gain or a brief triumph. This is a legacy-level overflow. This is the sort of riches that rewrites generations of tales, elevates families, changes communities, finances dreams, and serves as a testament to supernatural power. And it isn't far distant. It is not still on the way. It is here. It is surrounding you. It is knocking. It has already been encoded with your identity. The signal has been transmitted, and the delivery has started. There is a financial frequency that now corresponds to your heavenly signature. God's riches does not travel aimlessly. It monitors your vibration, submission, obedience, and expectation. A heavenly algorithm has been at work, and you have just passed through a hidden spiritual checkpoint. There are times when heaven adjusts time frames, and you've just been moved to the top of the list. The delays are evaporating. The conflict is waning. The uncertainty has subsided. God is not just sending money in general. He is bringing you money with your name on it. Appointed specifically, spiritually approved, financially rich, and magnetically attracted to your life. What's coming is more than simply money. There is favor in high places, endorsements from unexpected places, brilliant ideas that multiply into money, collaborations that increase your impact, and heavenly leads that open doors no man can shut. Your environment has already begun to alter, which is why you feel differently. Wealth has a vibe which you have tapped into. No, not by pursuing it. Not by competing, but by being loyal to your purpose. By being constant when it made no sense, and by keeping your heart pure while life attempted to corrupt it. You picked one. Wealth is not pursuing you. It's found you. Everything that was previously working against you is now working in your advantage. The tables are turning quickly. Your tale is becoming evidence that God chooses. No human delay, demonic meddling, or economic circumstance can prevent it. You're not being neglected. You are being watched, observed, and followed with favor. God's hand is deliberately positioning you. You have been set up in plain sight. However, no one could see what was being written in the spirit. That's why you had to stay concealed. That's why some folks couldn't stroll with you this season. That's why good-looking doors banged shut, since they would have delayed the arrival. You have to be at a spiritual and emotional place where heavenly prosperity could find you without interference. Finally, all the parts are fitting together. The coordinates have been locked in, and the riches is on its way. What is going on is out of the usual. This is not a wage race. This is hardly a little victory. This is not a maybe. It will happen someday. A kind of promise. No, it's divine intervention. This is miraculous supply. This is where God demonstrates his ability to repay, restore, and recompense. Let us promote faith, hope, and love, bringing light not just into our own lives, but also to those who need it the most. Your donation provides a source of inspiration and healing for many individuals. There is power in knowing where to go when money finds you. It does more than simply bless your pockets. It widens your domain. It alters your voice. It creates space for your impact. It amplifies your influence. And right now, the spiritual voice of favor is focused on your life. There is no escape this goodness. There is no escape from what is yours, even if you attempted to undermine it. The grace in your life is too hefty to cancel. Even if fear attempted to immobilize you, the prophecy is too powerful to be hidden. Even if the opponent murmured falsehoods of delay, the truth is now blaring louder. God's riches is finding you, and it will reach you in such a public and unmistakable manner that no one will be able to dispute who delivered it. And let it be known, this prosperity comes without suffering. You won't need to beg. You will not need to sell your soul. You will not have to sacrifice your tranquility to keep it. This is not hustle-based revenue. This is a divine increase. This is wealth that grows rather than breaks. It heals rather than hurts. It unifies rather than separates. It pours from God's heart to your hands and continues to pour until everything around you is saturated with proof of favor, chosen one. The major triumph is no longer being postponed. You have been loyal in little ways. Now much is coming, and it is not coming gently. Your footsteps are now magnetic. Your voice now has authority. Your energy is currently triggering marvels. You're not the same person who was concerned that it might happen. You are now a version of yourself. Who knows? It's occurring. There is no longer any sense of terror. There are no more questions. There are no more doubts. It's just alignment. Just a confirmation. Just movement. Because riches does not need to be pursued. It reacts to frequency. And your frequency is radiant. The chosen one. You're gleaming. You are sending a signal of fate. The air of wealth is sweeping about you. The glow-up isn't cosmetic. It is cosmic. And this is the reality. Your life is going to become a symbol. A billboard depicting what occurs when someone sees beyond the agony, suffers the stillness, and dares to anticipate the remarkable. Your adventure does not stop here. It's the start of a new realm. You won't merely get money. You are going to be its caretaker. Multiply and disperse it. You were picked to bear financial grace, without ego, prosperity, without pride or triumph, without losing your soul. You are the uncommon person who can manage what is going to be dealt to you. You should not be afraid of the spotlight. You were made for it. You don't have to avoid overflow. You were created for it. You do not need to mistrust your abilities. You were born with it. And now the spiritual news has been delivered. The world of heaven is on alert. The couriers of heavenly riches have been deployed. The checks are being signed. The accounts are being credited. And your chosen one's name appears on everything. You've entered a holy area where the invisible becomes apparent, where what you previously only imagined starts to manifest, and what seemed far away suddenly appears right at your doorway. There is a distinct aura about you now, subtle yet unmistakable. You may feel it as you awaken. You can feel it as you talk. You may sense it when you enter a room. The burden of poverty has been removed, and the strength of divine supply has taken over. Every move you take from this moment on is directed by a greater power, surrounded by favor, and attracted by miraculous growth. It's critical that you realize this isn't about chance. This is not a case of being at the right place at the right time. It was a coincidence. This is a wonderful arrangement. This is what occurs when heaven blesses your life with deliberate plenty. The wealth that has located you is not released at random. It is being computed, measured, and multiplied particularly for your next chapter. Every cash, opportunity, and resource that comes your way has been divinely filtered to align with your mission. What's on its way is holy cash, and you'll know it's from God because it feels right in your soul. It won't feel like pressure. It will feel like calm. You may have puzzled why the doors you attempted to unlock in the past did not move. You may have believed something was wrong with you, but the fact is that God was merely saving the correct doors, the affluent doors, for the perfect time. And now the time has arrived. The vaults that looked to be shut are now springing open. The connections that you previously overlooked are now being called, and thoughts that were once stuck are now exploding. And it's all occurring because your riches has finally found its way to you. There's a reason you've been feeling compelled to grow intellectually, emotionally, and spiritually. It's because the riches that enters your life necessitates the new degree of identity. You are not being urged to hustle harder. You're being asked to go higher. Wealth does not only wish to bless your bank. It wishes to extend your being. You are becoming ready to handle more, speak more, lead more, and have a greater influence. That is why it seemed like life was stretching you. That is why certain items were deleted, since they were too little for the scale of what is to come. You've outgrown the old container. You're now being suited for overflow. God's riches is not only material, it's multidimensional. It creates new possibilities. It brings you to individuals you never anticipated meeting. It raises you into a discourse you never imagined you'd be invited to. It positions you at tables that were previously unthinkable. This type of riches does not seek permission. It comes on purpose. And when it happens, it elevates everything in your life. Relationships get better. Health improves. Joy increases. Clarity rises. Creativity flowed freely. Why? Because when heaven finances you, it does not split you apart. It completes you. This is the hour when acceleration becomes the norm. What formerly took years will now take months. Connections that were formerly necessary will now merely demand your alignment. You won't have to knock twice. You will not need to repeat yourself. You will not have to beg for access. The blessing will make the announcement. The riches that has found you is so evident that others will wonder how it occurred, and your only response will be that God did it. You won't have to defend your victory. You will not have to justify your excess. You will simply be living in grace, which speaks louder than words. The chosen one. This is not the time to reduce. This is the time to stand tall and accept. You are being called into the spotlight not for vanity, but for a cause. You'll show people what happens when obedience meets opportunity, when patience clashes with provision. When spiritual harmony attracts worldly riches, you become the pattern for breakthrough. And this riches that has been provided to you will serve as proof. It will not just be a blessing. There will be a banner announcing that this one has been picked. You must now move as if you know the prize is nearby. You must talk like someone with riches in their spirit. You must think like someone whose bank account is catching up to their fate. This is the thinking of someone who has been located by heavenly riches. No more shrinking, no longer acting tiny, no more postponing the launch, the call, the step, the creation. Move now. Move boldly. Move with anticipation. Because God's sustenance is not delayed. It is strategic. And right now, the spiritual coordinates of your riches are focusing on your religion. Don't let fear deceive you. Do not let previous failures deceive you. Don't let the stillness fool you into thinking nothing is occurring. Things are moving under the surface in worlds your eyes cannot yet see. Wealth travels. Favor is pouring. Provision is situating itself. You are about to experience a holy collision, a time when your preparation meets God's outpouring. And when it arrives, it will be more than you anticipated. It will exceed your expectations, and it will come just when your soul is prepared to bear it with wisdom. Even today, unexpected emails are being delivered. Unseen discussions are being held about you, and applications for promotions are being submitted under your name. Delayed checks are being released. Your old investments are set to surprise you. Streams that you forgot about will flood. You will have a sudden feeling, but remember that it was constantly growing. The wait was not empty. It was a magnificent setup. You were never forgotten. You were just being perfectly matched. This next level of prosperity will not compel you to sacrifice your tranquility or integrity. It will come easily, but not because it's inexpensive, because it is divine, and everything God provides flows with grace. You are going to be very well provided for. Your prayers have changed from Lord, let me survive, to Lord, help me distribute. The surviving chapter is coming to a close. The stewardship chapter is about to begin, and your chosen one's hands will be filled with more than they have ever held. The delivery has already begun. It's irreversible. The dispatch instructions have been sent out in the unknown, and the path is plain. What has been unleashed in the spirit is headed straight toward you. It's no longer a question of if. It is simply a question of time. You may not hear the knock yet, but the vehicle of divine provision is moving and will come to a halt exactly where you surrendered. Your obedience and alignment. Your soul is sensing the impending miracle, which is why you're experiencing this inner stirring. You've reached the moment when your internal GPS has been connected to the skies. There is no more useless seeking. There will be no further request for confirmation following confirmation. Now you feel it. And that inner understanding is your indication that the plunge is approaching. You're going to get something that indicates heaven's memory is perfect and that none of your sacrifices were overlooked. That every quiet cry, every unnoticed act of kindness, every seed sown in secret has been documented and is now being repaid. God's riches finding you is not simply about resolving present issues. It is about reinventing your financial landscape. It is a complete climatic change. Things that used to seem weighty are now lighter, such as debts that loomed like black clouds, or projects that have been put on hold or revitalized. The impediments have been removed, and what was once a confusing labyrinth has transformed into a clear, lit route. This riches does more than simply heal past hurts. It provides complete metamorphosis. It disables survival mode and replaces it with overflow mode. You're going to become a living demonstration of uncanny timing. This blessing is going to surprise everyone, including you. It will be so personal and tailored to your life that only God could have done it. No luck, no connection. Not grinding, not trying. Simply beautiful orchestration. You'll look back and understand that every no was a redirection. Each defeat was a seed. Every delay served as protection. And now that the moment is correct, the release can no longer be delayed. The riches will come to you via unexpected avenues. Do not confine God to conventional patterns. You may believe it must come from your employment, a business concept, or a unique opportunity. But God is not bound by what you can perceive. The exact thing you neglect might be the source of your breakthrough. That connection you established months ago, but forgot about, that application you filled out in vain. That thought you nearly discarded is coming back around. And this time with heavenly fire. Be prepared to receive in ways that challenge your beliefs. God's riches is multifaceted. It is not limited to one account or source. It multiplies as it travels. That's why what's coming will overflow. You will get a check followed by a phone call. You will get a refund. Then came an invitation. You'll get the concept. Then find someone who will finance it. It is layered. It is strategic. And it all points to one truth. You were picked to flourish. Now, do not talk yourself out of it. Don't let imposter syndrome set in. Don't undermine your victory by questioning if you deserve it. You do. You were called to this. You were made for this. You were created with money in mind. And now is the time to live in the home that has always been yours. This isn't arrogance. It's called awareness. And awareness enables access. You're not just being blessed. You are being positioned.